Hi all, Midun back with a new video. In this section, I'm going to basically explain about the RICS case study process. And when I say case study process, I'm going to explain like how do you going to approach that. So what could be the potential cases you can take, and what is the best case study, and the three options. How you going to justify it, and how you going to reflect your analysis that guys, this is not I'm not going to tell you this case study or that case study, but I'm giving you a general guidance actually. So basically, always the first thing keep in your mind, this issue which you're going to face is something that going to impact your time, quality, cost. So when you're choosing a case study, think in that perspective. When you choose a case study, please first ensure that if this issue persists, that going to impact your time of completion or maybe additional cost or quality. These parameters will be impacted. So take this as a first principle for you when you're choosing a case study. So you choose this critical issue. So if this issue is not being resolved, okay, it's not been resolved, that going to affect time, cost, and quality of your project. That's big issue for sure. So let me give you a very small example. So you had a health issue, okay, you had a health issue, and if you're not treating that, that going to impact your entire body. So this is the an intent or instance I would say. So like you have an infection inside your body, so you have to treat, maybe you have to operate that, you have to do something else. So there's three options for that. If you're not doing any of this option, this infection anywhere in the body ultimately going to impact all your bodies and your body will be collapsed. So this is basically the intent of a key issue or a critical issue actually. Then again, when you're choosing options, you have to ensure all options are feasible. All three options should be feasible. You cannot randomly choose A, B, C, D options. No, that's not the right way actually. If you ask me, in my experience, when you're choosing an option, all these three options should be feasible. For example, if you want to go from Dubai to Abu Dhabi, okay, you can select the Magda bridge, you can choose the road through the Sheikh Zayed bridge, you can choose the road through Musafa bridge, but all these road is going towards Abu Dhabi. So basically, if you go any of these three road, you will reach Dubai. That means all the routes you choose are feasible to reach the places. It's this is basically the essence I would say. Like when you choosing a case study, make sure it's feasible in all perspectives. You many time, candidate will choose one option correctly and two option just like that. When I say just like that, it means like you have an option in your mind that which you're going to implement. That option you will, you will beautify it, you will make it very clear, you will crispy write it. But two other options you tend to avoid, or those two options sometimes are not feasible also. That is an option for sure, but in that is instant, that's not feasible. Mainly when it's coming to pre-contract cases, there are, I've seen such issues. So I'm not giving examples or something over here, but this is the intent which you can keep in your mind, like how to choose a proper feasible the option actually. Because ideally you're going to write positive and negative about these options. So basically you have to prove both options has positive side, but the chosen option has more positive side. That is the reason I'm choosing this. So basically, don't write a lot of negative thing about options. Then why you are choosing that option? So basically, like all what I'm taking three option, all these three option has positive side. But again, the my selected option is this one because it has more positive option compared to other. And maybe, but again, you have to write some negative part also, and that's the way, that's also a reason like you are not taking the consideration of that particular option. So you have to write that also, like this option is feasible in terms of positivity. Again, some negative part is there. So this is I just explained the main basic main part of case study, like choosing a critical issue and choosing option. So when you have these two things in your hand, like you have issue and your options, now all others are analysis. Basically, you analyzing the option and you're making sure that how you're going to implement this option and what all competencies you learn from this option. That's like secondary part of a case study, but critical part is like we know which option and option and that what do you call that, the issues. So this is like basically the way you should approach a case study. I'm going to do one more classes like with an example how you can think and do that. Thank you.